First off, we have 12th Street from Ellis Road to Marion Road. Work consists of an asphalt overlay over the existing concrete surface. The project will improve the ride on this highly traveled road for West Side commuters. Project will begin early in July. Other work includes accessible ramp curb replacement, storm drainage improvements, lighting improvements, and traffic system improvements. 12th Street will be reduced to one lane of traffic in each direction between Ellis Road and Marion Road throughout construction. Delays should be expected, and drivers should consider alternate routes on 26th Street, Maple Street, or 41st Street. The project is anticipated to be complete this fall. Next up, North Drive Bridge Preservation. This project consists of bridge maintenance work on the North Drive bridges between Main Avenue and 4th Avenue, near the State Penitentiary. This preservation work is made possible due to a bridge improvement grant from the South Dakota DOT. The bridge over the railroad tracks will receive a polymer chip seal, concrete deck repairs, and other maintenance work. Work on the bridge over the spillway includes a concrete overlay, replacement of the approach slabs on both ends of the bridge, and a new concrete sidewalk adjacent to the bridge connecting to the bike trail. The west bridge over the railroad tracks will remain open to traffic during the project, while through lane widths will be reduced. The east bridge over the spillway will be closed for approximately 1 month during construction. Traffic should utilize Minnesota Avenue, Benson Road, and 4th Avenue as a detour route. The project is expected to begin in early August and will be completed this fall. Up next, 26th Street between Veterans Parkway and 6 Mile Road. Minnehaha County will be making improvements to a drainage structure on 26th Street between Veterans Parkway and 6 Mile Road. This will be an impact to drivers who are using 26th Street as an alternate route for the Arrowhead and Veterans intersection project. As a reminder, the official detour for that project is 41st Street, and we recommend that drivers get in the habit of using 41st Street now before the project starts. The closure will be 3 to 4 weeks, and we expect the work to start later in June or July, but do not have a confirmed start date yet, and will release additional details in the coming weeks. Rice Street from Cleveland Avenue to Veterans Parkway. This work consists of an asphalt mill and overlay over the existing surface to improve the ride for drivers and extend the pavement life. The lane configuration will be adjusted to widen shoulders for improved use by bicyclists. Rice Street will be closed for approximately 3 weeks from late September to mid-October. The detour will be 60th Street North via Veterans Parkway and Cliff Avenue. Local traffic and Rice Street business access will be maintained. And for an update on current work underway, the ADA accessibility improvements have been completed on 41st Street between Westport and Western Avenues in the westbound lanes. Crews will finish work in the eastbound lanes in the next 1 to 2 weeks. Next week, work will move to Minnesota Avenue from 11th to 18th Street, and the outside northbound lane on Minnesota Avenue will be closed between 14th and 18th Street beginning on Monday. This work includes sidewalk and driveway approach improvements and curb and gutter repairs. Traffic will be reduced to 1 lane through the construction areas. This project is expected to be completed in August. Now I invite Andy Berg up to offer additional updates on current construction and traffic operations.
All right, thank you, Wes. Andy Berg, City Engineer for the City's Public Works Department. Today we're going to talk about a few of the projects that we're in the midst of, a lot of transformational transportation projects that are happening in our city right now. This season and over the next few years, we have some large multi-year projects that we're doing in partnership with the South Dakota Department of Transportation. Some of these projects include the reconstruction of the Arrowhead and Veterans Parkway intersection, which you've all seen is currently underway, as well as the reconstruction of I-229 and Cliff Avenue interchange. We also have some new construction projects that are also, one in progress now is the next segment of South Veterans Parkway between Cliff Avenue and Sycamore Avenue. And then also, hopefully beginning late this fall, the 85th Street and I-29 interchange, that construction kicking off as well. The DOT outside of our partnership projects, is also doing a lot of work this summer. The regular maintenance work, they do a lot of throughout each construction season, excuse me, and those projects are affecting travel on I-29, I-229, and I-90, and those projects tend to kind of shift around as the season goes along. Our traffic team monitors how the traffic is flowing in these construction zones and also our detour routes. I'm sure a lot of you have seen that there's been some added congestion on Minnesota Avenue as we move forward with the 229 and Cliff closure. The traffic team is constantly adjusting the traffic signal timings to add additional flow through those areas. You'll hopefully have noticed some of that on Minnesota Avenue, where more time has been given to the greens on the north and southbound lanes. So our teams constantly are monitoring that, making adjustments so that we can try and minimize the impacts to people as they're flowing through those detour route areas. Short-term pain for a long-term gain on a lot of these projects. One area I want to emphasize that is more of a pilot this year is the flow of traffic through construction zones. When we have a lane closure or a lane reduction, the mitigating that flow through there, adopting what is called a late merge, or better known as a zipper merge. Zipper merge is a much more efficient way of moving through a construction zone. We've all seen it where we come up to signage that says right lane closed ahead and everybody gets in the left lane a mile ahead of time. That creates a long backup and queue that can go through driveways, through the next city block, through the previous traffic signal. That compounds the congestion significantly. The better way to do it is to merge late, to merge at the merge point. And it functions as basically a zipper. One goes and then the other goes and the lanes take turns. It can be viewed as impolite or cutting in line, but it is a much more efficient way to move through construction zones. There are studies that show that it can reduce the queue lengths and congestion by up to 40% by doing this. Reduces those bottlenecks. It uses that available road space, that whole lane that can be several blocks long with no cars in it. That's an area where cars can stack up and not affect things upstream. You may have noticed we've done this a little bit already this year. We've got a few pilots out there. 41st Street with our ADA improvements project has some signage. This is the first year we've actually put out specific signage asking people to implement this late merge. We also put some message boards out to encourage that and to remind people it's not being rude, it's what we're asking people to do to utilize both lanes and move forward. We're also looking to use this on the 12th Street overlay project when that gets kicked off in July as well, and as well as Veterans Parkway south of Arrowhead. Ultimately, this is something that's just going to help flow through those construction zones, minimize congestion, keep the commuters moving in a timely manner. We always want to remind people anytime they're moving through construction zones, slow down, keep things safe, plan alternate routes, look for other roads to stay away from the construction areas. Give yourself 10 to 15 minutes of extra time, especially around those larger projects. The city has several ways for people to stay engaged, whether that is going to the city's webpage, siouxfalls.gov/construction, where we've got links to all the active projects as well as timely updates. There are monthly newsletters that people can sign up for that come out with project updates and links to all those same project web pages. And lastly, the city posts regular street construction updates on social media as well. And so we're excited to promote this, to bring this forward to more awareness that it isn't a bad thing. It's a good thing. It helps with the congestion. And I think the mayor would like to say a few words about the zipper merge as well. So thank you.
All right. Thanks, Andy. All right, let's liven up this presser a little bit. I want to talk about zipper merging. People have been asking me, I have 1 year left in office. What do you want your legacy to be? I want my legacy to be that the city embraces zipper merging, okay? We just took my family to Paramount Studios. We were on a vacation. Long lines, extremely long lines. You stand in a single file line. If people were to walk alongside me and cut in line right before I got into one of the rides, that would be considered rude, correct? And so we take that same mentality into our traffic, right? However, that is not how traffic works in the city of Sioux Falls. That's not how traffic works in road construction season. We have about $180 million worth of road construction projects going on in the city of Sioux Falls right now. Zipper merging can decrease backups by 40%. And one of the biggest complaints that we get right now is traffic flow and the backup of traffic flow. And so I had a shirt made today, okay? And I want everybody to, let me get off center. If you feel the urge, zipper merge, okay? You can win this shirt. You go to my Facebook page. I want to see the best pun about zipper merging. The best pun is going to win this shirt. It's not a bad thing. I know we are South Dakota nice. Zipper merging is fine. It's acceptable. I would say it's godly, okay? So I want you to use zipper merging. I hope we're covering this topic, media, because it's important. It minimizes bottlenecks. It uses more available road space. It reduces congestion. So if you feel the urge, zipper merge. Andy is excited that I didn't make him wear one of these shirts. I was going to make him wear one of these shirts. He said, please no, don't make me do this. So with that, we'll take questions. I have a graphic on my Facebook page on how zipper merging works. If you don't understand how it works, it's a very simple concept. So if there's any questions on this topic, we will take them now. Go ahead.
Sorry. All right. So, kind of, what made you want to kind of do, so besides the congestion roads, what other ways can people, I guess, help with lane minimizing and kind of helping through traffic?
Well, one of the things you can do is when there's traffic going on and you see people zipper merging, let people in. What I see happening, we aren't the best drivers in Sioux Falls. I will just say it. People see it's a race and they almost try to not let people in. Let people in. When they see a lane closed ahead and they see someone driving, slow down and let them in, okay? That's what a zipper merge is. It's not a speed up to not let people in. So be a friendly driver. Be a friendly driver to someone when they're trying to get in. That's called the zipper merge, and that person is trying to zipper merge. So they are feeling the urge to zipper merge. Let them in. The more people will do that, the more it will become a standard practice. When you drive in a big city, you see it all the time happening because it's become a standard practice in bigger cities. But for whatever reason here, it's considered rude. And it's not rude, it's very effective.
I guess, what would your pitch be, or what do you say to people who, they're scared because, like you said, people get road rage and they'll be mad whenever you do this, but this is the right way to cut down on those times in construction. What's your pitch to them?
My pitch to anyone who gets mad about letting someone in is you are going to be on the other side of that coin at some point, and you're going to want to be let in. So, do unto others. You are going to let someone in. At some point, you're going to be let in. That's just how traffic works. We only have 6 to 8 months of real great road construction season in Sioux Falls. So there are going to be times when lanes are going to be shut down. Traffic flow is important to people. So this is just the most effective way to keep our traffic flowing smoothly. So it's a one Sioux Falls approach to commuting in our city, to being a good neighbor, to letting people in. Embrace the zipper merge. It's what? Any construction, right, any construction zone, not just the one where we put signs out, any place. Great point. Yeah, go ahead.
You said we've seen success with this in bigger cities. Has there also been success in cities of a similar size to Sioux Falls?
It's a great question. I think a lot of people in the city of Sioux Falls and in cities our size and smaller come from more rural settings. So it's kind of a learned driving behavior, in my opinion. So you don't have to zipper merge in Rock Valley or in Worthington or in Huron. And so it's a learned behavior in more urban settings. So that's why it's an educational kind of driving technique in the bigger cities. And so we're basically trying to educate our residents to say, hey, this is not a rude behavior, it's a correct behavior that will help us as we grow as a community. So yes, we see as cities grow, it just becomes a normal pattern of driving. So I think it does have a chance to be successful, but it's going to take some education. Signage, that's why we're doing more with signage. That's why we're doing silly things like this. That's why we're doing more events, press conferences, to get our community to embrace and feel the urge.